From the moment I saw your smiling face, I knew in my heart you were my saving grace. You're the sunshine on my darkest days. With you, I'm lost in an endless maze. Every touch, every kiss sets me free. In your arms is where I long to be. Together we'll face whatever comes our way. Forever and always we'll seize the day.
This is a test. This is a test. In the next 60 seconds,
yes.
you will be fried. Run and hide. All right. Is that you? Mute. Can you mute yourself? I'll mute you. I'll mute you. All right. I got you muted. Charlene, that was not a fart fan noise. All right, I'm gonna unmute her. So I'm not sure what browser that you're using, Mary, and I'm sorry I didn't explain any of this to you because I got into the habit of just thinking everybody's been on my show so many times. If you're using Firefox, if you're using Chrome, if you are using something other than that, you're probably gonna have to keep muting and unmuting or get a headset. It's StreamYard. It sucks. It's Google's product. All right, let me unmute you and see what happens. You're not cooked yet. All right, so can you go out and then come back in? Thank you. All right, so while she's doing that, I'm going to share something here. How's everybody out there doing? Arnie, how are you?
Very good. How you doing, Janine? Actually, not
I'm
that
doing,
good.
I'm doing fine, Arnie.
Oh, Joey G. Okay.
I'm doing pretty good. I had a meatball sandwich for lunch. It was a very heavy lunch, which I'm not used to doing, but it was good. All right, let's see if we can bring her in. We'll bring her in. All right. I don't know if that's me or not, but I'm going to turn it all the way down. So let's play this here for the folks at home. I love baseball. Jim Brewer loves baseball, but he has a message for all you baseball fans out there. And I've known this, but I don't care. I still like them. But hopefully things will change. Let's just see what's going on here. I got to turn the volume back up a little bit and play this.
I love baseball, but you got to be out of your mind if you don't think it's run by the corporate monsters of the world. People ask me about my Met videos. No, I haven't been to Citi Field since they told me I needed a shot in my system to enter that stadium. I love the Mets dearly, but shame on any owner that said that. Shame on all of you. Don't pretend it didn't happen. I'd love for you to apologize. I'd love for you to say, hey, you know what? I was scared at that time. I couldn't get federal funding. No, we don't get federal funding. I'm sorry. Universities, the university, Donald Trump is killing federal funding. And now we can't tell everyone to get shots and to enjoy gay month for a month and do the things we want in people. I know you can't leave your teams and you blah, 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 but stop pretending that those owners, it's a corporate world, baby. They're the new pioneers of taking over countries.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about the corp world if you want to, Arnie, and then we're going to move on to something else. I'm going to come back to Mary. I'm going to stop sharing here and just see, how are you doing, Mary? Let me unmute her.
It's a lot of static. Is she using a headset by any chance?
She needs to pull back her energy. She's a powerful Scorp. Okay. She said she's coming right back.
Okay. Well, with sports like baseball, for instance, if you look at the stadium from above, what's the design of the stadium? It's the compass and the oar of the Freemasons. Football stadiums from above, the all-seeing eye, most of them, is the shape. All these stadiums are made for loosh, to collect all the energy of the people. And sorry to say, a lot of these sports industries are all fixed, set up, especially football, especially the Super Bowls and stuff like that. If it's not the players, it's the referees. And I had seen a couple of different videos on how the players are handed scripted for the season of what they're going to do, who's going to get hurt, what's going to happen here, who's going to win, who's going to lose. So you pay these guys enough money, they'll probably do most anything.
Yeah.
In most cases. And same thing with basketball. There's a lot of basketball players that are Masons. You know, it's bad. And even like there's clips where the MK mind controlled a lot of them. They'll be in an interview and they're just frozen. And they'll be that way for a few minutes and also they'll just come out of it. So if people can't see this yet, that it's not just your government, it's everything. They're into everything, and that's why everything's taken so long.
The one thing I would totally agree with you upon is that everything is scripted. They decide who's the winner is going to be. And the way that I know been following that is LA was in dire straits. Who won the World Series? You know, where is the World Series ever? You know, it's not where it's played because they play it in a different location, but it's almost like if a particular blue state needs money, and whether it's football, baseball, whatever it is. I you know, we got a lot of the soccer Olympics coming up. We got a lot of things that are coming up real soon. We'll see how this all plays out. If any of that's going to get cleaned up, there's only so much that you can do right now. And if they are cleaning up at the top and they're working their way down, corporations, I'll be really happy. You know, when we're getting, this is the way I look at it, Arnie, is we're getting educated in a lot of different areas and a lot of different things that people don't know about, but I don't think it can all be totally cleaned up all at once. I think it's little by little. They're cleaning up the big cities right now as we speak with all the crime and, you know, the politicians, and it just goes on and on and on. I didn't think that, never when I was a little kid would ever think how dirty this world is. That's the best way I could say it. When I got to corporate, I found out it almost was a rude awakening for me, because I was so naive going into it, thinking I was going to be the most powerful woman. If there was glass ceilings for women, I was going to break it. And I just kept getting slapped down and put into place. And this isn't a fair world that we live in.
No, not at all. And like the more that you look into all this stuff, the more you uncover, and you just see how deep it goes. And it's in everything.
Yeah.
There she is. Hey, Mary.
All right.
Hi, I got on my phone instead.
Good.
Is that better?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, good.
So what did you guys want to talk about today?
I wrote some notes a little bit about myself, if you wanted to go into that. Okay. You want me to start?
Yep.
Okay, I want to let everybody know that I am a starseed who came here. I'm not really sure where I'm from, but I know I have an Andromedan guide. And he's my son from a previous life. And he's my guide. I came here to help people with their ascension. I have notes, so look at that to make sure I don't mess up. I came here to help them with their ascension and spiritual growth. And eventually, I'm going to help people connect with higher realms. That's what I'm going to be doing. At the moment, I'm still working on myself and my ascension and moving myself further. And I'm helping people along the way with my channel because I have a lot of information on my channel that comes to me that I, research and put out there. And I'm not about fame or fortune. I don't care about any of that. I just want to help people. I have a strong connection to the star people. They are in the clouds. They telepathically talk to me. Now it's getting to where they're talking to me a lot. They first started coming to me since probably February of 24 is the first time that I got a telepathic message. And they said that they're my star family. But I didn't hear anything from them. But recently, since all of these things have been happening with the planets and everything, it's just heightened my connection to them. And they've been telepathically coming in my head and talking to me. And I know I'm not making it up. It's not, I'm not making it up. I also started doing light language on my channel, which is new. And crystal bowls, because I love the crystal bowls. I have one right here, a heart bowl. The message that the star people send me is that we are never alone. Angels, guides, and our star family are always here for us, and we can just call them. And it is important for everybody to believe in themselves that they can do this as well, because everybody has these psychic gifts. And it's all connected to your heart. So if you have a connection to your own heart, it can help, with your gifts a lot more. I call my heart Limaya. That's light language for my heart. And I always, every day when I wake up, I tell my heart I love you, and just different things like that, just to, and I would help people. I would hope that people would start doing that because it's really important. And also, cleansing and clearing your chakras are the most important things, to do those every single day, because you can connect better with the star people, your guides, and whoever you want to. That's about it.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
a lot of that sounds like a lot of what I have also. I get light language. I get a different way. I don't get speaking. I get in codes.
Yeah.
So I've got a bunch of light codes with that. And I haven't spoken to my guides or anything like that yet. But I was just telling Janine before we came on, since about 3 weeks ago now, I've been like connecting to the Lyran energies.
Yeah.
And in dreams, I'm getting things, and I'm getting a name. It's Yakos Tir. And it's like I'm sitting there and I'm being told the story of the past. And it's me telling myself the story of the past. And I know my soul origin is Pleiadian, but I learned something very, very interesting in these dream states, in that the Pleiades was created by the Lyrans. They were like the initial master race that created most everything, other than I think the Draco. And that's like just some of the things that I've been getting. It's strange.
Yeah.
But it's true. Yeah, you got to keep yourself clear. You got to keep yourself centered.
Mm-hmm.
Do protections every day.
Yep.
Do clearings every day. Go within. Believe in yourself too. Like one thing I was saying in previous shows is going into a mirror and telling yourself you love, I love you, but meaning it, and looking without like looking away, and truly meaning it, because everything is self-love. It's not narcissism. It's not egotism. It's you have to love yourself before you can portray love out to anybody else. And I
Yes.
feel the same way too. I don't care about fame. I don't care about fortune. I don't care about any of that. But my purpose here is to help others. Capacity, I'm not fully sure yet. But along the same lines.
Well, I have on my channel, I have a video that I did a long time ago. It's to ask about your past lives and your dreams. And I said that like for 2 years. I kept saying that since 2019. The saying, well, I didn't do the video till later, but and in my dreams, I had past lives come to me already. One dream, I was running from a big wolf, and I was a guy, and it wasn't on planet Earth. And the wolf killed me. I went off a cliff, and he ate me. I could feel him eating me. And then another one, I was taking care of a queen. I was like her seamstress and the king's as well. And I used to make him copper clothes to wear. And another one, I was a lady that used to live by the beach in a beach house. And I remember I used to take care of unwed mothers. I used to let them come to my house. And like that. And it's like I could see it all. And then I had a dream that my guardian angel came to me and said, my name is Nora. And she said Nora, like it's light language for a mother figure. And that happened to me as well. So yeah. Oh, I think you're muted.
Yeah, I've had like 2 or 3 instances like that with dreams. One, it's what I would call Huckleberry Finn time, and I'm on a boat, a little boat with 2 other like teenagers, I guess, the straw hat, stuff like that, and the person in the boat is me. Well, I could see that person in the boat. That's not the me right now. It's pretty strange. That was one. Another one, I had this dream reoccur until I was 34 years old. And the dream was I was in a war and I'm stepping on a landmine as I wake up at 34. So it's funny how that stopped at 34. Yeah. Those are like 2 instances that I can remember of things like that.
I can feel y'all's energy.
Let me just make a comment going back. I'm going to mute both of you guys because for some reason, whenever we get on these spiritual conversations with very powerful spiritual people, there are wackadoodle things that happens with the microphones. So I just wanted to go back to Arnie. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. So he had mentioned about his dreams. He hasn't been sleeping much. A lot of people haven't been sleeping much, but he explained, I don't want to go through it again, but he explained his dream that he was having, where he thinks he's from, but he's being told a little bit of different information. And so I wanted to look up what his Akashic was, and it's the Hilarion. And the Hilarion just basically means, and I had to look it up in the book because I don't see this card that often. It's time to open up your master energy, Arnie. If you have a job that involves any type of evidence, detection, or drawing a conclusion from that discovery of your dream, these are the type of jobs that include more research, mediumship, forensic activity, that type of thing. You are evolving. I think you're gathering from a lot of different resources and a lot of things in this lifetime. And it's very similar to activities that should be on the rise for you right now. So that's what's coming up. And so I had those dreams where I think I've got a teacher talking to me, but it is actually me that's doing the talking. I think a lot of people have had that. It's a very powerful dream, but it's also at the same time, it's like what? And I usually wake up from those. It's kind of like they showed me the way. Now, what am I going to do with the energy?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's weird too. With dreams, I really don't remember dreams, but these I kind of remember. And there's a difference between dreams and astral. Because with astral, I'll remember. I can tell you like where I was in that. Whereas dreams, it has to come over and over often, or I'll just be sitting here and all of a sudden it'll like come in memory. It's like a knowing, and then I'll look into it maybe a little bit more. Like I said, I never had any even thought of like Lyran, looking at anything like that. It was just always Pleiades for me, and now getting that's just kind of strange. And I feel like I said, a while back I got a whole bunch of light codes, and I just put them all down. I don't know what they're for or whatever. And now the group that I got, I feel is meant for this. So it's probably going to be something I'll be working on to create something else. So.
Yeah, I had actually I had a dream that I was. My phone's messing up. I actually had a dream that I was in Lyra, and there was some like fire. My son keeps calling me. I don't know why. I told him I was going live. He doesn't listen. Anyway, there was fire and brimstones coming down, and I was looking out the window, and I was yelling at my kids, I guess, and I was telling them it's time to go. We have to go, and I died there, of course. So I think that I was part of that as well. But it's more is going to come to everybody. Everybody's going to start remembering everything about themselves, and it's so awesome. I'm just so happy to be here at this time.
I heard something earlier today. I did get much of it. It's like an SA312 or whatever. Something is coming that they're saying is alien, like ships. I don't think it is. To me, it's like what Mary's saying. I believe it's knowledge that's going to be coming with this, and people are going to be becoming more aware, or all of a sudden realizing things or remembering things. Because like I said, it's just funny, like with me, with having this, where'd this come from? You know, it's like pretty cool, but.
Yep.
All right. We've got a statement out of here. Mary J, before we go any further, if you want to just, I could actually take you off the camera. You want to text your son quickly and tell him you're going to be busy for about 40 minutes. I don't want you to like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. If he needs you, he needs you. All right.
Okay.
So in the meantime, let me take her off of, remove her. All right. She did it herself. All right. So let's see. We got Colleen with a statement out there. It says, Mary Jean, my daughter actually is an intern for a family who takes in pregnant women for 1 year to help them prepare for their baby to get off into a good start. That's really cool. So let me read this back to her. She may not have heard this. This is coming from Colleen to Mary Jean. Her daughter actually is an intern for a family who takes the pregnant women for 1 year to help them prepare for their baby to get off to a good start. Cool, huh?
Yeah. In my life, there was like in that lifetime, I know there was nefarious things going on with the mothers who the babies were being taken. And I know it was back in the 60s. I can tell you that right now. So that was weird. It was really weird. It might have been the 50s. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's awesome, Colleen.
So your channel, where's your channel on? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, and that's my at MaryJean G 333. If anybody wants to subscribe, I usually go live on Friday night with my friend Melissa, and we like give people some ascension hacks and stuff like that. Like this week, I'll be talking about the chakras with her, and last week we talked about the clairs, because some people are just now waking up and they don't know about all this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't know, and I want to help those people that are just waking up. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Did you want to do some readings? Because you guys are awesome, and like I said, I'm just getting into the galactic stuff, and you probably were getting a lot more information when I was pulling the cards. You probably said, "Oh, I could add to that," but I appreciate you wanting to come on here. We have been talking about having Mary Jean on here for a long time, way too long. So it's up to you guys. If somebody out there wants a reading, all you have to do, whether you're on Rumble, there's a few people out on Rumble. I see Decoders out there, and I see Buckshot and both. And Ronnie's in here with us. Hey, Ronnie, if anybody wants a reading from these two co-hosts here, they're very intuitive. They've done their work, and now they want to help you guys. So all you have to do is say, pick me, and we'll go from there. I don't know if you guys have cards or not. But
actually, I have a little magic book if anybody wants. It's like maybe a yes or no for Oracle, but it's like you have to say things and you have to turn the book, and then I have my pendulum, yes and no. That's about all I can do unless I pull a card, but I'm sure you all could pull a card better than me, especially you.
Yeah,
it's all intuitive. I don't get spoken to or anything. It's just, whatever I feel, whatever really comes to me that way. So,
Arnie, we're not buying into this. You just told us your dream. I just pulled a card on it. You are your own master. You're coming into this, so you just tell the little Arnie ego to move aside. Okay, so we got two people. First one out there is Buck, and then out on Rumble is September 12th. It says pick me. Now, if I were to pull these cards, what I normally do is I pull 4 from the galactic, and since you guys are, to me, you seem like you're. Maybe I used the wrong word. Maybe somebody can help me out with it. But you guys seem really into a different area. What is this? A higher self of Oracle, right? Is that what you have? Why don't you pull those?
Really good.
Do you do readings from those?
Yes.
Okay. Buck is saying go with September 1st. Buck is working from home. So Buck, we will get to you right after this. Anybody else want one? Do you need a question? How are you going to do this? So let's explain this to the people at home. Do you want to just pick up on like the name Buckshot 24 or September 12th and pick something, or do you want a question from them?
Whatever gets pulled, whatever I feel.
All right. So basically what they're saying is whatever spirit is guiding them to do at this point. I sometimes, if it's a personal question, I'd like for them to give me the question because I pick up the intention behind it. But that's how I work. And so now this is not about Janine. This is about MaryJ and Arnie today. And their soulfulness is going to come through for you guys. So what I'll do here is this is how this is going to be played out. This is for entertainment purposes only. And so September 12th is going to go first. September 12th says pick me. And so September 12th, vibration and energy. Hold on. We've already got some cards from Arnie. So let me go over to Arnie. And you explain what this is, Arnie.
All right. Pretty much what I got here is our mission, a message to you, our family, unity and peace for all, and balance. So
there's a number there too, though, right?
44.
What does 4 mean?
To me, it's like angelic. Like 444 would be angelic.
All right.
So
all right.
To
So
me,
now,
it's basically like a message that I've been putting out there, and it's that everyone, we're all one family. We're all part of one family. We're all one, and we have to get past all the negativity and all the disruption that's being put out there to keep us divided. Because only between getting truth, love, compassion, and forgiveness will we have unity. Once we have unity, we get past everything. So that's kind of like a collective type of thing.
So for September 12th, balance, which is what I was picking the other day, that card came back around again. Yeah, and she also is saying I was told I am a 4, and today I am very unbalanced. And what was the other card there, Arnie?
Our message to you, our family, unity and peace for all. This deck I had gotten in meditations back in like November, and this deck was meant for this year and the following year. It's messages from the galactic, basically, about what's going to be happening and what's happening.
All right. All right, so that's the first half of September. You've got another reading coming in from Mary J. What do you have there, Mary J?
I picked from the Higher Self deck, and her higher self wants her to know that help is on the way. Dear Spirit, you are not required to do everything alone. Your higher self is reassuring you that support is coming, and your way is to help you on your journey. The universe has unlimited resources and constantly sends helpers to guide you through a challenging phase in your life. While it may look and feel like a lonely journey, there is guardians of light, ancestors, angels, and other light beings who accompany your soul and light the way ahead. Perhaps you are currently looking for a job, need financial assistance, are going to school, or moving in a new destination. It is likely that is the juncture you have requested help, and it is taking longer than you have expected. Remember, the help you is yours. It should and not come at that time. However, the Spirit is watching out for you too, and or you are as important as any other, as the Spirit on the planet. I can't read. I can't see it.
Yeah, Mary, we're kind of losing you here. Your internet service is banned. It's like rubber banding.
I just want to let her know that her higher self says that help is on the way.
Okay, that's what Ronnie put up there. Thank you, Ronnie. All right, and also to add to that, just to let her know that I will pick one card just to add to this coming from myself, because we are a triangle here of love for everybody, and the forces are all about the energies. And this is what came up for her is a picture of a willow tree near some water. And whenever I get that, it was this one happened to be in the shadow side. It's just basically saying September 12th, you're a lot stronger than you think. Maybe take a look at the things that are triggering you from an emotional perspective, and that will start to give you the balance. That's all I got. Is Buck ready? Arnie, if you want to just pick some cards for Buck, if he happens to be in the middle of work right now, he can always go back and play this. Just remember, it's at the 33-minute mark, Buck.
Yeah, I definitely would say this is you, my friend.
What does it say?
In his friendship, loyalty and support go both ways. A true friend. Buck seems like he's always there to help others, and always in a loving kind of way. That's the type of person that he is, and he wants that type of energy all the time with everybody. Be peaceful, unity, like that. And to be childlike. Pure heart and spirit. Once again, that is you, my friend.
Good. You got that card there, Mary J? You're unmuted.
Yeah, I got a card for him from the Divine Masters deck, which is Buddha. It said, make peace with your thoughts and your world. I can read the thing from Buddha. It's not that long. I haven't used this deck in so long. Don't fight the thoughts that disturb you. For when you fight your thoughts, you create a war inside your mind. Your thoughts aren't your enemies. In fact, your mind is a neutral space that allows you to connect with both fear and love. When this card comes to you, you are being guided to know that when you experience fear and you have an opportunity to stand in love. Today, you have the opportunity to make peace with your thoughts in order to encounter more peace in your world.
Okay. She obviously switched her phone, which the bandwidth is kind of shaky there, but we got pretty much the gist of it. Buck, we basically are saying that you're probably a Buddha in another lifetime. So let it shine in this lifetime. And actually, when I pulled the Akasha card, it was the Master card, just like it was for Arnie. So none of this is surprising. When you turn off the television, when you turn off all the noise and all the distractions and everything around there, you are only in one space, which is your spiritual silence voice that you are hearing. And it's all really good energy. Anybody else out there that is wanting a reading or got a question? How about a question out there? Rumble, anyone out there? Oh, Dakota would like to know where she came from. You guys want to take on that one?
Where she's from? That if I don't feel it right away, I can't say. Like I know, like Ronnie, Pleiades is when I get a feeling. That I don't get a feeling, so I can't really say.
Okay, so yeah. Dakota has been with me a very long time. I don't even really know the real name, but I'm going to pull a card on it. And Arnie, when I pull the card, see what you get off of this type of a card. These are the galactic cards, okay? And like I said, they're not the best cards out there. I'm going to have to get a deck from Arnie sooner than later. All right, so this is for Dakota. Wants to know where did she come from? Came from your mama. All right. So when I pull, I usually do 4 cards, and it'll let me know. In the past was the Vega. All right, that's not here. And then yeah, MaryJ, you're doing it perfectly. So what I'm actually getting is a 65. It's refining the galactic lineage. Pleiades. Everybody that I have on my chats and my whatever you want to call it, the followings seem to be the Pleiades.
And it's funny because Vega is the star for Lyra and Avalon, and you get Pleiades also. That's like telling me that that's where that origin is from too.
What did you get, Mary? Did I block her? No.
Actually, I got Pleiadian and Arcturian. But Arcturian came in really strong to me. That's why I checked it with my pendulum.
So that just now when you ask the question, is it the past or the present for either one of them that you had gotten? Because like I get, let me just kind of show you here. What if she ever were to feel homesick? That's coming from the past. That's where that stuff comes from in the past. That's the Vega. I don't know how the Vega ties in. And it's a number 22, and then the Pleiades is the present, which is a 65. So I'm, this is how these cards are done. Doesn't mean that that's how it's done for you. I don't want to do that. But it's when you get multiple ones like that. Arnie, maybe you can address this. We are from multiple.
Yeah,
it's hard to even explain that because you're mentioning time. There is no time. Time is only relevant here. You go outside of here, time is not the same. And we're in many different places at once. You know, there's so many different realities here that we're in, and we're fractals of all different things. So you could be part in Pleiades, you could be part in Arcturus, you could be part here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to place. It's like, for me, how I realized where I'm from is I just, from when I was small, always outside, the Little Dipper, always up at the Dipper, always fascinated with the Dipper, feeling like home. You know, it felt like I want to go there. I want to be there. And later on, finding out that that's where, you know, the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades, are. And as I started to awaken and become more in this, I just started to realize that's where I'm from. That's my soul origin. Doesn't mean I wasn't a lifetime on Lyra, a lifetime on Taurus, a lifetime, but that's the origin of where I broke off from and came from, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're many races, all of us. We have all of the races inside of us. It's just what you resonate more with.
That's funny because what is that?
All right, so I see Kearns is out there. If anyone wants to do a reading for Kearns, Dakota says amazing. Thank you to you guys. But Kearns 11, I think, said wanted a reading. He says he's okay, but he doesn't need a reading. I think a couple times, but we'll just go with Kearns if you don't mind.
I just want to address this.
Hi,
This is
Kearns.
what Mary just said too, and this is what I've been getting also. What I'm writing down. It's the last thing I got. I think I posted on Facebook too. The truth of us. I am you. You are me. I was you. You were me. All of the one.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah.
Very nice. Just so if anybody wants to find out where Arnie is located at, let's see. I think Ronnie put out here. Subscribe to Mary Jean's YouTube. Well, that ain't it. Go up one more, Janine. A YouTube channel, and it's Mary Jean YouTube channel. She's got a link down there. Arnie is on Facebook. I think it's called Arnie Layton, and he's on YouTube called Arnie Layton also. Oh, Kern says Mary Jean read me a few days ago. That's okay. Arnie didn't read you though. I didn't read you. Is he trying to dodge something here?
I also, Janine, I sent you some pictures.
I can't get them. I can't get emails while I'm doing social media. It eats up more memory than you would believe. I saw them. I can get them on my phone, but it's not going to do justice. But you gave me some really cool snapshots of clouds, right?
Yeah.
Some of them were clouds and stuff. But yeah, I'll try to get those put into like a PowerPoint and show them the next time.
Yeah,
In those clouds, are you seeing orbs? Are you seeing lights in the clouds? Okay.
Yeah, actually, I have videos on my YouTube channel where my star family visits me. When I ask them to come, they come with their ships, and it's like little orbs. So I have a lot of those videos in my shorts. And the first time that they came on the cloud, they came on a cloud and talked to me telepathically. I didn't believe it at first. I thought I was making it up. But I come inside, and my friend told me that they said there's 2 UFOs flying behind that cloud. And I said, what? And I looked and I saw it. I was like, yes, there is. There is. You know, that was back in the beginning of the year, 2024, you know, when they first came. But yeah.
Okay. You guys want to pull one card each, just for Kearns?
Does Kearns want a card?
I don't know. Kearns, there's a little bit of a delay out on Rumble. Kearns, just give us a yes or no. He may be working.
Can y'all tell that I'm nervous? No. I don't know why I always get nervous when I come on the video. Anytime I'm even on my own channel, I'm nervous. It's like my heart. I don't know.
Go. Ready,
Who, me?
set, go.
Oh. I got imagination. So basically, try and connect with your child self more. Don't be afraid to express or put out ideas that you have, and let nothing stop you. Just be free. Be free in who you are and trust in yourself. Let that child out. Let that imagination be free.
Go for it, Mary J.
Okay, I pulled a card from the Mystic Forest deck that I have, and it says, let go. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend your time with. That's probably talking about the people that you work with, so it can't be avoided. Because he was saying something about the people that he works with.
All right. So what I want to do is why don't you we can hear your bowl coming in loud and clear. I can hear it. I don't know if anybody at home wants to give us a 5-5 and let us know. Sometimes you can't hear those unless it's been recorded. But I want to talk to some people. Some people are having a very blissful time right now. Some people are in a space of everything is beautiful. Some people are going into a space of depression, anger. There's all these different aspects, and it's all been happening within this last week. And so and then there's the lack of sleep. I talked about that a little bit. People are just not sleeping because of the energies. 5-5 on the bull. And so let's go here. The only thing that I would love to say to September 12th that's out there, because I'm reading what she's putting out there out on Rumble. And September 12th, you seem to be hanging on to September 12th has the world on her shoulders right now. That's what the energies kind of feel like to me. And so when I get in that space, we all get in that space from time to time, depending on what is going on in our life. So this card, which is really a beautiful card when it's up in the right position, is the will, the wisdom, and the mind. Hers happens to be in the shadow right now, which basically means that she's taken in. Sometimes we get into a space where we are just taking on the world, right? Everything is on our shoulders. And sometimes you just need to go someplace different, go to the ocean, go to the lake, go shoulders. Sometimes, what do you guys say?
I say just go inside your heart and start sending your heart love. And that will change. It'll change.
Perfect.
So one of the things I want to say to September 12th, these are just little exercises, was when you breathe in, you're also accepting. And when you're inhaling, right? We breathe in and then we release. And then, of course, a lot of people will say, well, that'll work for a little bit of time, but then they will. Sometimes the monkey mind is a little bit stronger at times for certain people. And the only thing I can tell you is that you can't give up on yourself. You have to keep doing what you are doing. You have to continually take in the breath of life. And there's going to be assholes out there every single day. People are going to be giving you really negative information. And that's what's going on. That's where the division that Arnie is talking about, there's this division right now where you hear Trump saying everything is beautiful, everything is wonderful, don't worry about everything, we're cleaning up the streets. And on the other side of it, you've got other people that are losing their minds. If you are in the vibration of people that are being told very negative things, and they are coming from the professional people. When I say the professional people, it's coming from, and I got to be very careful here, it's coming from people who have gone to college, they've got degrees, master degrees, got a professional area that they can consult you on. And I told a story about a week or two ago with my own niece and what she was being told. And finally I said to her, because I don't handle her with kid gloves anymore, I said, go directly to the source, the doctor that you are dealing with, and get clarity, because you don't have clarity. When you don't have clarity, that leaves the door wide open for depression and a lot of other things. If you're around people who smoke pot, if you're around people who drink alcohol, you're allowing those type of things to come into your energy, your aura, your field, and it's hard to cleanse. So if you're not cleansing yourself, if you're not doing any particular ritual for yourself, that's the first place to start.
Can I suggest something? Actually, what helps me is box breathing. It's so helpful. It takes away any anxiety that you have. Just start doing it. It's on YouTube. You can go on Breathe with Sandy, or you can just put in box breathing and just start doing that. I would suggest, because that's what helped me so much. That's what, took everything away from me that I was feeling.
And also to clear your energies, everything is intent. You don't have to be a magician to clear your energies. With intent, envision in your mind anything that's being blocked or anything that's in your field being released. Just being released, letting it go, and cleaning, and just seeing your whole aura of your energies being clear. Everything is intent.
One last thing on this is I would not recommend going to anybody's channel. I recommend for you to go in and listen to yourself. Listen to what self is. You are connected with your higher self. What is your higher self telling you? You can never go wrong with that. It's a chord, and you can do that through the breathing. You breathe in and you constantly get there, and then that is clearing out the chakras. It's doing so much. I just wish that we had these cameras that could actually show us what our breath of life force can do for our body, because it is awesome. And then once you get into a feeling of a balance, and that's what we're talking about when we went back to the first card with September 12th was the balance. Once you get into that, then sit quiet. Don't go to the television set. That's more interference. There's more distractions. It's more for you not to do what you want to do. Just go into a space of just being who you are. Get to know who you are.
Actually, when I was doing breath work one night, my brother came in to my door and he's like, "Are you smoking?" I said, "No." And he's like, "I can see smoke coming out of your mouth." And I'm like, "What?" So that I don't know what that was, but yeah, when I was doing the box breathing, I was doing a session. That's weird.
Nothing is weird there. So, yeah. So there you guys go. I think I did a show last night with Joey G, if any of you guys happen to see it, and it was so much fun. We talked a little bit about geopolitical, some of the changes that are going out there, but that's just all bullshit. That is just distractions, right? It's just it's just to add more to the show. And so you are your own movie, you are your own show, and how much better could it actually get for you to get to know yourself? There's a lot of people out there that don't know themselves clear enough, and then you'll have a huge shift. So that's all that I got on that one. Anything else from you guys? We're coming up on the hour. Mary Jean, where can we find you?
On YouTube. I have my little thing on my, I know Ronnie shared my page. Thank you, Ronnie, so much for sharing my page. And I'm going to be live on Friday if anybody wants to come. But I mean, you know, if you want to. I know there's other people live out there.
No, definitely get out there and do that.
It's not till 9 o'clock Central, so it's late.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of people at that time?
Not really. No, I like this last week. I only had like probably 3 people there.
That'll change.
Yeah, it will. It will eventually. You know, I mean, I'm just starting out. I was doing it for a while with my other friend, but I stopped doing it for like 9 months, and now I'm back to doing it again. So yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, so you know, it's been an emotional roller coaster for everybody in the last couple of weeks, and we knew it was going to be. And I listened to Rick, R-I-K, Astrology, and we've got like another 5 weeks of this. It's just, and he titled it, if you can go out there and find Rick Astrology and listen to him, he puts it in he's got such a calming voice, and he says, prepare yourself. So September 12th, you're not alone. Anybody else out there that's feeling these different emotions from day to day, it is real, and you're either processing, letting go, or learning about yourself on another level because you're tied up on YouTube or some other electronic device and you're avoiding yourself. But if you have an agreement in place to learn whatever it is that you're here to learn, they're going to get you one way or another. They're going to get you.
Can I add something to that? What I used to do, well, what I still do is when I do my breath work, I call in my higher self. When my breath retention starts, I always call my higher self into the seat of my soul. I say, please enter my heart, my energetic grids, and I can feel my higher self coming down. And if you continue to do that, it took a long time before I started seeing my higher self, but they will eventually come. And also you can call on your star family. They're right here. They're all around us. I go into meditation at night, and I can see through my third eye, and it's like a bunch of people sitting at a movie theater. It's like I'm the movie and they're watching me, and I can see them just sitting above me, and I can play with their energy with mine. I'm starting to do that. So they're there. They're there. Trust me. But I just wanted to add that.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That is really awesome. So people out on Rumble are watching me on Turn the Page on Rumble, but I do have a YouTube channel, and somebody's asking me, what is the name of? So out on Rumble, it's Turn the Page. I think it's Turn the Page with Janine. And on YouTube, it's Turn the Page. I went back to the old name so they can continue to stifle me. But I also have another channel. It's called TTP Coast to Coastal. And so I go to 2 channels and Rumble, and that's what you're seeing here, Currents, just to answer your question out there. It's a great question. Nobody can find me if they try to search for me out on YouTube. And, you know, at this point in the game, I don't know what the hell is going on. I really don't.
Yeah, they hide your channel.
Pardon?
They hide your channel because I try to find you sometimes and I can't.
Yeah, and it was doing really good when it was named. I think I had it as my first and last name, and then I said, the hell with this, I'm going back to Turn the Page because nobody could find me, or I had very low following, and that's when I started to get censored again because that algorithm is still in place. You've got to wait 2 years. When you've been bad, they punish you with your nose up against the wall wearing a dunce cap for 2 years or a tinfoil hat for 2 years. So that's it.
But I'm going to have to get off of here.
Okay. That's good. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Bye now.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. All right, so we knew that she was going to have to leave us early, but yeah, if there's any other questions out there for Arnie or myself, we are right about the 1 hour mark. We've got Arnie. How are you on time?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to. I'm going to ask this question, but I gotta try to remove this black box here. All right, there we go. So I want to talk a little bit about trusting our own intuition. And a lot of people, it's a knowing, Arnie. It's almost like a knowing. It's like a voice that talks to you without talking to you. It's not like you're hearing it in your head, you're feeling it in your soul.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to, somebody out there says, hold on a second, there's a question. Okay, so Dakota says, I'm learning to trust my intuition. Oh, okay. So this is really interesting. I've had to live for years. It says, I'm learning to trust my own intuition. If only her husband would trust her intuition also. It's got nothing to do with your husband. Once you start trusting your intuition and following it, he will pick up on the pattern and learn to trust you without saying a word. And I know it for truth. I swear, if I had a Bible, I would swear on it, but I don't have a Bible. Okay, it says, can you please wait, Janine, this is coming from September 12th. Janine, can you please not tell me or other negative stuff? I feel that the other two were giving me positive advice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was giving out negative stuff. You were removing it with negativity. What did I say? If you need pure love, September 12th, check out MaryJ tonight. You seem to resonate with her, and you don't have to be here. You really don't. So I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. You're very sensitive at this time. Just be very careful and take care of yourself right now. That's what I will say to you. There's nothing wrong with telling people that they're emotional or sensitive because it's overpowering another aspect of themselves. And they may not feel it or they may not know it.
You know, it's like intuition too, with the intuitive, like knowing and feeling. I'll know when it's genuine because it'll come from the heart center. When I get the chatter in my mind, I know not to listen to it. But I have to feel it. I'll get like goosebumps and whatnot. And if I don't pay attention to it, I will always get little things. I will get things that, like if I'm thinking of something and I'm not sure, I'll get little synchronicities. I'll get all things like that. That'll just, it's like verification. But it's always trusting within here.
That's really all that it is. It's almost like not to go on so what has actually been happening, and I'm going to talk about negativity September 12th, so be prepared. There was a lot of accidents in a lot of different states on a lot of different highways today, and I saw this going through different channels, and I said, hey, what's going on there? So there's something that is. And so basically, we have to be able to trust ourselves when we're ready to get on a road. And if you are trusting that inner voice and it tells you don't get on the road, or let's just say, for example, maybe your car won't start, there's a reason for all of that. It doesn't have to be that, oh, I'm shit out of luck. My car won't start, go down that road with I need a new car and all that other stuff. But no, it is. And then this happened with me. My father, we're going to his funeral, and it was in February. It was February 22nd. I'll never forget this day, a huge snowstorm. We were going to bury the man, put him in the ground. My car would not start. Wouldn't start for anything. And I was a basket case. It was the first time in my life that I ever felt loss. Neighbor happens to knock on the door and says, "Hey, weren't you supposed to leave already?" And it was snowing like crazy. And I said, "My car is dead in the garage." Okay. She says, "Jump in my car. We're going to go. I'm going to take you there." And she did that, then took me back home, opened up the garage door. She goes, "I can have my husband take a look at your car." And I said, "Let me just try to start it up." Started right up. I was not supposed to drive my car that day. That's that inner voice that you have to trust it. I could have said no, and I could have had a big ego or big pride and told her, "No, I'll just wait and try to get my car started." But it's that inner voice that you're talking about that is almost as if you say, "Okay, this is not meant to be," or "I'm supposed to be doing something else." And that's when you listen and get yourself aligned, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like even myself, there were a couple of events that I was supposed to go to, like for Reiki and that, things will come up, my daughter, or I'll start feeling ill, like it's just a sick feeling. And then like if I cancel it, all of a sudden that feeling goes away. It's like something was not meant to be, or something would have happened along the way. And something you mentioned before about all these accidents, like with things like that, when I see things like that and I hear things like that, especially like here with me, I'll use the violet flame and I will try and transmute that energy. Just like in certain areas in my neighborhood, there's always accidents in a certain location because the energy and the residue is there from all the previous accidents and the negativity. So you got to transmute all those energies to balance them out. And like September 12th, one thing that you have to realize in this realm, in this reality, is there is both. There is negative and positive. And you can't get rid of that. The only problem is negative energies are here, positive are here. We need to balance them out. So there'll always be negative.
Just like your battery, negative and positive.
Yeah. It's yin and yang.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way the world is. And we picked this time to come here and to experience. So if you were born in the 40s, you experienced a lot different world growing up, right? And then if you were born in the 60s, you were brought into, the war, the fight, right? Going off and people rebelling at that particular, every turn of the century or every 10 decade or something, there's a different energy that's being brought in. So here we are, 2025. And we know there's the good and the bad and the ugly that's out there. So which one are you going to choose, and how are you going? It's you choose. You have choice. Your beliefs. It's got nothing to do with. We might help you. We're like jumper cables. We might just kind of help you start the energy, but it's up to you to carry it on, and for you to find your whatever it is that you're looking for.
And if you go in the wrong direction, you will be pushed in the right direction eventually. So always just go within and trust in you. Trust in what you feel, trust what you believe, trust what comes to you. All your answers are within.
Yeah, definitely. So that's about all that I have. I know that I started out talking a little bit about the baseball. If you guys didn't see the beginning of the show, we had Jim Brewer on this bobblehead. This is Lester, one of our pitchers from I think it's 2016 World Series. That's the only time I ever had anything like that. But, he's basically talking about corporations that are out there. So we're at the corporation. I think we were always at the corporation level of the government. Now we're at the corporations of businesses. And so once you start, there's a pattern that people will start communicating to you about the same story, no matter what channel that you're listening to. They're just covering it because you have to be aware of it. It doesn't mean you have to be in it. So we're in the world, but not of the world. I can't say that enough.
Mm-hmm. And everything we do, say, and put energy into changes the world. So where do you want to live? You want to live in a horrible world or a more positive one? You create your own realities.
Exactly. So if you have a lot of negativity around you, or people that are negative, or it's like you get real, you hear a story about somebody else that basically just went through something really awful, there's two ways you can approach it. You could always take that energy and take the story, take the information, take the energy, and there's a lesson in everything. It's almost as if we talked about doing research about everything, in this world of, all the truthers says, do your research, do your research. I'm saying do your research and how you process information internally from externally. I talked about a long time ago, observe but don't absorb. I had all those sayings out there. There's a particular reason for that. It's just so that we don't get stuck in the muck, that we can pull ourselves up out of the quicksand, because we have the capability of doing that. We have so much power. We are so powerful beyond what we can imagine. And I think that everybody in their lifetime, especially if you're reaching 50, 60 years of age, you've seen your power come to fruition at some point in your life. When you thought you couldn't do something, when you didn't think you could get any help, when you didn't think you had the bootstraps to do something, but you did it. And if you look back on it, that was the true you.
Anybody have any questions out there? No.
Let's see here. Rumble. Let's see. Okay, September 12th has got a couple more comments. No, you did not offend me. I just wanted to let you know that, sometimes I'm going to talk about negative things, but my readings are completely different from Arnie's, or especially Mary J. And if you guys want to catch her, I think she said she's on at 9:00 tonight. Please jump over there. She would love it. Subscribe to her. And then, she's trying to build her channel up there. She's doing really good work. And she would love to have you have the energy of each and every one of you guys over there. And same thing with Arnie. Arnie, what time do you go on YouTube?
I don't go live. I'll just do a video when I upload it. I don't do lives.
Facebook. Do you do anything out on Facebook?
I do a daily poll for the collective, and just anything else that I feel. I pretty much do everything there. I pretty much do on Facebook, but I won't schedule a live to do anything, because it's got to be something that hits me and something that I feel I really have to speak on. And it doesn't matter what it is, I'll do it. So,
yeah, exactly. Whichever way the winds are blowing with the energies and whatever is coming in, because it's constantly changing. We're evolving all the time. And everyone is saying out there, thank you, MJ. It was wonderful to see you. A lot of people have seen her in various chats and maybe didn't know where to find her, but please support her. And I appreciate everyone for being here. Arnie, thank you for being here. Mary J, thank you for being here. And we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.